Now then, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a bit more of an interesting video, effectively. Obviously the last videos have been stripping down the front suspension on the Polo. We are, like you've seen, stripping all the front suspension off. It's going to Gaz Motorsport down in Essex, and they are basically going to convert them into a custom set of coilovers. Now, the rear ones for a Polo you can buy off the shelf, but the front ones you've got to kind of take your front suspension off. You've got to get the bearings out, get the hubs off, and use them as basically like donor units. So they've got to go down there, get reworked, and then I'll basically be able to get a fresh spanking set of coilovers, fully set up, the right sort of springs for the weight of the car. I also believe they're damping adjustable, so that'll be good. And then, you know, that'll help if we ever want to take the Polo on track in future, which I would really like to do. So, enough of that. If you haven't seen that video, check up here somewhere, top right hand corner, and there'll be a link to a playlist where you can go through, catch up on all the stuff that we've done on the Polo so far, get up to date, and then you can come back down here. Speaking of getting up to date, if you do want to see sort of behind the scenes, photos, videos as it's going, I'll put a little link to my Instagram here and also in the description. Go give us a follow on there and you'll see all sort of the behind the scenes as it's going, as I'm filming it, and then you'll know what's coming in the future episodes. So, enough of that, let's get on with it. And if you are wondering what that noise is in the background, okay, there is some lunatic flying around in his planes doing all sorts of tricks. So I'll insert a clip of that here because it's actually quite impressive. Right then, so today's video, we are going to be fitting a third brake light. So I'm pretty excited about this one. I was trolling eBay, came across this. It was only cheap, so I don't know, 20 quid or something like that. It's an original one from back in the 80s or 90s or whenever it's from. I'll show you in a minute. If you know when it's from, drop a comment down below because I'm actually quite interested in that. It looks like the sort of packaging that's just been in a shop window for years and years and years. So I shall show you it now. And there we go. Look at that. E-typed approved, whatever that means. So, like I said, it's an original Hello one. As you can see, it is a bit faded and stuff like that. You can just about see £14.99 back in the day. I definitely paid more than that for it, but I don't regret it. It's quite a cool little thing. I like it. So, you can see there, a little picture of sort of how it looks. I'll take it out and show you, but basically it goes through on the back. It's for anything between a 34 degree and a 42 degree rear windscreen. So Audi 8T, you know, there's a few BMWs on here, Mark II Golf, Jetta, Passat, Polo. So perfect, Polo, that's what we want. So we're going to get this fitted somehow. I think it just wires into your existing brake lights. Doesn't need any power or anything like that separate. It just wires into your existing brake lights and we should be onto a winner. So I think it will look cool. I'm going to fit it now, see how it looks, and if all else fails, it's a smashing little safety feature. So there you go. Right, see you soon. Right, so before we get started, if you are new here, make sure to click the subscribe button. Keep up to date. We're going to be doing loads of stuff on this Polo. It's going to be quite exciting. I'm going to document all of it. It's going to be a full sort of build, and then who knows, we'll move on to other things. Some of you have noticed the Beetle in the previous video, so yeah, long term, who knows, might end up restoring a Beetle as well, but we'll take it as it comes. The other thing I want to mention before we get started is I get loads of comments about people that have got these cars, had these cars back in the day, have them as the first car, are thinking about getting one of these cars. I want you to comment what you've done. What have you done to it when you've had it? What sort of modifications are you doing? How did it look? Let me know. I am interested. You can send it on Instagram, you can comment below, whatever. Anyway, back to the video. Let's get started. I'm going to open this and have a look. I've taken some precautions. I think I'm going to need wire strippers. I'm going to need something to connect the wires. A set of pliers. That's me guess. But let's have a look. Let's have a look what we've got. So, some instructions. Will not be needing them. So they gave me something to connect my wires, so that is quite handy actually. But I've got more. I've got some sheep watching me. Find out what I'm doing. So this effectively is the bulb. That's the part of the bulb. That is the bit that sticks into your rear, a bit like that. You can have this at the bottom of your windscreen or at the top. I'm going to do it at the top under my spoiler because I think that's going to look better. And also it does actually come with a protective sticker, so that goes on the outside, and the idea of that is so that the sun doesn't sort of loosen the glue and it falls off. But again, I thought if I put it underneath my spoiler, it sort of improves my chances of it not falling off. So you've got that, just a little, I don't know, sort of like a 3M sticker. Peel it off, it's on like a soft foam, stick it on there and you're away. That sort of over the top of it on the outside. I've got loads of wire. That's probably enough wire to run it to the front of the car, but I'm just going to join it onto one of the rears. So we'll have a look at that. And then obviously that is your bulb. So it's quite an easy thing by the looks of it, but now that I said that, it's not going to be. But we'll give it a go and we'll get started. Right, what I'm going to do to start with is just find the other end of this wire, cut a bit off and check that it actually works, because there's no point in me fitting this if it doesn't work. I'll do some better wire cutters, I won't lie, but you get the point. So I'm just going to attach these to the back of the light. Get off. Right, we've got a live and a ground, obviously. We'll see if she works just by, I'm going to try it just with the side lights, because I'm not going to be able to press the brakes at the same time. Oh, hi, lovely. Oh, look at that. Right, we're on to a winner. Right, I'm happy that bit worked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the window a little bit, because obviously you want sort of the prime sticking surface. Make sure it's squeaky clean. I'm going to get that into position, stick it on, and now at least I know that the bulb works and we can wire it in. So I'll show you that now and we shall get on with it. How much a mistake, don't have anything to measure this with. There's a little divot, don't know if you can see it, in the middle of the car. I think I'm going to use that as middle point. There's a couple of spot welds either side, but I can't imagine they're central. So I'm going to use that divot, I think. Also going to give the inside of this a clean, because it's probably the last time it's ever going to see the light of day. Sorted. Right, I'm going to leave it on quite lightly like that, just in case I have put it in the wrong position. I'm going to close the boot and I'm going to see what it looks like. So I'll show you that now. I'm going to say that's a little bit wonky, so it's a good job I didn't properly push it down. I think I'm going to have to trust those spot welds, I think. It's definitely not in the middle. I don't know if you can see it, but just sort of slightly off to the left. So I'm going to put it back up, straighten it up a bit, a little bit to the left, see what it's looking like. Right, that's it, I'm off for it. So I'm just using these to push down the wire into this bit of trim, because it's not going in by itself. Misbehaving. Pushing this down, we'll fit it all back up and then we'll get some power to it. Right, so obviously very professionally with a multimeter and everything. No, I'm joking. I found out which one the live is, basically. Trial and error. I'm going to get it wired up, put a proper little connector in, and I'll show you it working. It should look pretty good. So if you can see what I've done there, that's basically the wiring for the rear light. That's the wire that goes to the other one. Put a little 3M connector in, so one wire in, and then it joins into two wires there. So that should be a decent kind of permanent connection, and yeah, never fail. Hopefully, he says, but we'll see how it goes. Right, it is done. So hopefully this is all going to work. I've used proper connectors, I've wired it in properly, I've hidden the wiring. The bulb in it, when I was testing it, did seem a little bit dim. I'm guessing it's quite an old bulb, obviously with it coming with the kit. But that's something we can look at in the future, maybe an LED bulb in there, get it a little bit brighter. But I'm going to kind of put the ignition on, give the brake pedal a couple of presses, hopefully it should work. I've just tested it before I started filming, so I'm fairly confident, but you never know, do you? So stay tuned. And that's it, third brake light cracking. And that's it, we're done. We've got the third brake light. It is looking really good actually. I can't wait to get this out on the road, test it when it's a bit darker. But it looks all right in the daylight, to be honest. It still looks quite bright, so that is a good thing. But we'll see what it looks like at night. Hopefully be a really good little modification to the Polo. So, if you have enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment what you think about the third brake light. Make sure you click subscribe, it'll help everything move along, start growing, and we'll get on to other stuff. Obviously, we've still got to come stripping all the rear off, ready for the gas coilovers, and then we'll work on replacing all the front things. Like you've seen in my last video, I've got bottom arms, I've got steering arms, I've got new bearings, new hubs, loads of stuff to do. So there is going to be no lack of Polo content anytime soon. Until next time, bye.